Hello everyone, welcome back to This Day in Weather. If you're just joining this channel, this is where you can learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Today is September 24th. On this day in 1900, Morristown, Minnesota was struck by an F3 tornado. Out of a group of 12 people who were in a saloon when they were taking shelter, 7 passed away when it collapsed. Another person passed away in a barn. On this day in 1939, a tropical storm reached Southern California. This resulted in a thunderstorm that dumped 6.45 inches of rain in only 6 hours in Indio, California. For the entire storm, which started on the 24th and ended on the 26th, at least 4 inches of rain fell across the deserts and mountains as a tropical storm, which was on its way to dissipating, moved across Baja California into southwestern Arizona. The storm also produced 50-mile-per-hour winds over the ocean and estimated seas of 40 feet. September rainfall records were set in Los Angeles and Mount Wilson with 5.66 inches and 11.6 inches respectively. 45 people were killed when harbors were damaged, as well as on ships when they were caught off guard by the storm. Damage was estimated to be $2,1939 United States dollars. In 2024 United States dollars, it would take close to $45.3 million to equate to that. On this day in 1956, Hurricane Flossy made landfall near Destin, Florida as a 90-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane. This hurricane formed on September 20th and moved across the Yucatan Peninsula. This became a tropical storm in the Gulf of Mexico on the 22nd and a hurricane on the 23rd before taking a sharp east-northeast turn across the mouth of the Mississippi River on the 24th. After the landfall, the hurricane quickly became extratropical the next day and traveled across Florida, Georgia, and the Carolina coasts before dissipating on October 3rd. The hurricane caused 15 fatalities and 24.9 million 1956 United States dollars in damage, which in 2024 United States dollars would equate to over $288.1 million. On this day in 1986, an F2 tornado touched down southeast of Vina, California, and traveled 2 miles through an agricultural area. A 22-year-old occupant of a mobile home was injured when it was destroyed. 11 other buildings were destroyed or damaged, and 50 acres of walnut orchards were flattened. On this day in 2001, a tornado outbreak struck parts of the Northeast region, including the Baltimore and Washington, D.C. metropolitan areas. 9 tornadoes were confirmed, including an F4 tornado that traveled 10 miles from Rixeyville to northeast of Waterloo, Virginia. An F3 tornado traveled 17.5 miles from Chillum to Savage, Maryland, and damaged or destroyed 861 homes, 560 vehicles, and 23 businesses. 2 people lost their lives and 57 others were injured. Damage was close to 105.2 million 2001 United States dollars, which equates to almost 187 million in 2024 United States dollars. On this day in 2005, Hurricane Rita made landfall in extreme southwestern Louisiana on the Texas border between Johnson Bayou and Sabine Pass. This hurricane formed on the 18th near the Bahamas and reached major hurricane status when it entered the Gulf of Mexico on the 21st. It had reached peak winds of 180 miles per hour, a Category 5 hurricane on the 22nd, but weakened to a 115 mile per hour Category 3 hurricane prior to landfall. After landfall, Rita rapidly weakened and was a tropical storm 12 hours after the early morning landfall. Rita then weakened to a tropical depression while over Arkansas early on the 25th and had dissipated to a remnant low while over southeastern Illinois on the 26th. Parishes in southwest Louisiana and counties in southeast Texas where Rita made landfall suffered from severe to catastrophic flooding and wind damage, including some that were still recovering from Hurricane Katrina less than a month prior. 4,526 single-family dwellings were destroyed in Orange and Jefferson counties located in southeast Texas. Major damage sustained by 14,256 additional single-family dwellings, and another 26,211 single-family dwellings received minor damage. Mobile homes and apartments also sustained significant damage or total destruction. Areas in both Louisiana and Texas were without power for several weeks. Moderate to severe damage was reported across the lower Mississippi Valley. Rainfall from Rita and the remnants extended from Louisiana to Michigan, with peak amounts at 16 inches in central Louisiana. There were also 98 tornadoes associated with Rita, 49 of which were in Mississippi. 120 deaths were associated with Rita, 113 of which were in Texas, with 107 being associated with evacuation efforts in the Houston metropolitan area. Damage was $18.5 billion 2005 United States dollars, which would equate to over $29.8 billion in 2024 United States dollars. The name Rita was retired following the 2005 season and replaced with Rena starting with the 2011 season. That will close up this edition of This Day in Weather, but be sure to stay tuned in because whenever there's a new video, you will learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Please hit the thumbs up button to like this video. Please hit the subscribe button to be sure to never miss a new video. And if you're just joining this channel, please check out all the other videos that have been posted on this channel.